You know those people, right? The ones who walk into a room and they have this aura of wealth about them. And they're not covered in logos or flashy jewelry, but you just know. Well, that's not magic. It's a skill. It's called quiet luxury. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how it's done. So, how do they do it? How do some people look rich without saying a single word? It's such a great question, isn't it? Because it's about so much more than just the clothes. It's this whole language of subtle signals that communicate status, confidence, and taste, all before they even open their mouth. And that's the system we're going to decode together. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? True wealth doesn't shout, it whispers. That's the whole game right there. See, quiet luxury is all about looking effortlessly put together. The goal isn't just to get noticed, it's to be remembered. And it's not about hiding your money, not at all. It's about being so confident you can refine how you express it.
All right, so let's get into it. First up, the language of style. We're going to start with the most obvious part, the clothes themselves. But as you're about to see, it's really less about what you're wearing and way more about how you wear it. This is really the foundation of the whole look.
Okay, so this slide really breaks it down perfectly. You've got two completely different ways of thinking about luxury. On one side, you have loud luxury. Think big logos, chasing every new trend. It's all about getting noticed. It's about external validation. But then you have quiet luxury. And this is all about fit, fabric, and timelessness. It's not about being noticed. It's about being remembered. It's that deep down confidence of knowing you have absolutely nothing to prove. So you might be asking, okay, how do I actually do this? Well, it really boils down to a few key things. First, and this is non-negotiable, an impeccable fit. When your clothes fit perfectly, it just screams that you've paid attention to the details. Second, you got to prioritize quality, natural fabrics. We're talking cashmere, silk, fine wools. Materials that just hang beautifully and feel incredible. And finally, stick to a neutral color palette. Think navy, cream, charcoal. These colors create this really cohesive, sophisticated vibe that doesn't need to yell to get attention. And I love this quote. Minimalism isn't about owning less, it's about owning better. That's it right there. Quiet luxury isn't about having an empty Spartan closet. No way. It's about being incredibly intentional with what's in there. It means maybe you own fewer things, but every single piece, from your best blazer down to a simple t-shirt, is perfectly cut and beautifully made. It is always, always about quality over quantity. Okay, so we've covered the clothes, but let's move on to the next layer because this is where it gets really interesting. You could be wearing the most expensive, beautifully tailored outfit on the planet, but if the way you carry yourself doesn't match, the whole thing just falls apart. This next section is all about how you inhabit the look. This is one of my favorite ideas. The richest people in the room are often the stillest. Just think about that for a second. In a world where everyone is rushing and buzzing with frantic energy, true power, it never hurries. It doesn't fidget. There's this incredible calm, a stillness that just communicates that you are in total control of yourself, your time, and your space. So how do you actually cultivate that quiet confidence? Well, it's all in the details. Step 1, move with purpose, not in a rush. Like we said, true power never seems hurried. Step 2, have a composed posture. Shoulders back and relaxed, spine straight. It just projects confidence. Step 3 is about mindful speech. That means speaking a little more softly and, crucially, listening more than you talk. And finally, impeccable grooming. We're not talking flashy here, just consistently well-maintained. Think clean nails, a simple, understated scent that someone only notices when they're close. It's all about subtlety. And this is just so important. Composure is currency. It's not just about your body language. It's how you communicate. People who really get quiet luxury, they don't gossip. They don't interrupt people. And they absolutely do not boast. Even when they disagree with someone, they stay calm and poised. They understand that losing control of your emotions is the quickest way to lose respect and status. Okay, and that brings us to our final and honestly the most important section of all. Because the clothes, the posture, they're just the outward signs of something much deeper. We're talking about the philosophy, the mindset. This is the true foundation of it all. And it all comes down to this one word, restraint. In a world that's screaming more, the ability to just say no is a genuine superpower. Restraint is the confidence that comes from knowing you're enough, that you have nothing to prove. It's choosing not to chase every trend or go to every party. In a way, it's a quiet rebellion against all that noise. So what does this philosophy look like in practice? Well, it's really a series of conscious choices. It's choosing things that are timeless over what's trendy right now. It's valuing real craftsmanship over what's just convenient. It's about showing up with genuine presence instead of putting on a performance. And maybe most importantly, it's about authenticity over approval. You're dressing for yourself out of self-respect, not to get likes from other people. And really, that's the bottom line, isn't it? The goal here isn't to look like you have a ton of money. The goal is to look like you have taste. The whole thing is built on this foundation of self-respect. It's authenticity that's disguised as simplicity. And when you live that way, you stop feeling the need to prove your worth to anyone, because you just radiate it naturally. So I'll leave you with this final thought. In a world obsessed with noise, silence has become the new status symbol. The next time you get dressed, the next time you walk into a room, ask yourself, what message do I want to send? Will it be a shout or a whisper? Because as we've just seen, sometimes the quietest statements are the ones that end up being the most powerful.